In the process, putting together a poop sheet as to the basics of what this money would take care of and be spent for. And as soon as we get that finished up, we'll get everybody a copy of it, so we'll all kind of tell the same story. And have all the same information on it, but it's gonna be an uphill battle. Anytime you got a tax increase, try to get it passed. I think we can do it. We were successful when we made the switch over from property tax to sales tax. And the same effort, I think, will carry this forward. So you're going to be hearing a lot about that. This tax rate, is that true? You got you.
This was just information only. Since we don't have city sales tax, there was no tax rate to set.
With property.
Property tax, yes, I'm sorry. But, so this really is just information purposes only.
Okay. Copy of that.
Yes, they do.
In your packet, you got a letter requesting approval for 2 new airport board members.
It's on here. On there.
I'd like to appoint Darren Harris to replace Sam Jewell, and Darren Robertson to replace Hampton Deck to the airport board for a term of 4 years.
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes.
Planning commission's in here too.
Okay, in the same vein, I'd like to appoint Jim Griebing to replace Tony Parr, and Morris Hofstetter to replace Sam Goodrich for the Planning Commission Committee for a term of 4 years.
So moved. Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
At this point, we'll open up for public comments. Anyone would like to address the council? The public safety meeting, I had this brought up a while ago, and this is an ordinance that was passed back in 10/18/2011 regarding high grass, weeds, and debris, and responsibility for right-of-ways. Sorry to say, this probably hasn't been administered or followed up on like it should have been the last 5 years, but with all the mowing and cleanup that we're trying to do, we need to start enforcing this ordinance. It's going to put more onus on the property owners to clean up. Some of them are pretty good about, they mow up to a certain point and they stop. And it doesn't help the appearance at all, and the ordinance says that's not to be. Anybody a copy of this, did you?
No, because we just got it.
Okay. We'll circulate this around so if anybody wants to see the ordinance, as a reminder on that.
Sure, I'll give it back.
Anything else needs to come from the council?
Let me fill you in on one more thing. We decided, as far as the walking trail, we're going to change the location of the delineators and move them inside the rumble strip so that they'll first come across the rumble strip and then we'll have to worry about the delineator. And it's going to be about how many, almost a foot in distance, so that it's going to be much easier to realize that you're coming across those rumble strips, and we'll see how that goes.
Is that gonna help the problem with the people deliberately running them
No, sir.
over and knocking them over?
No, sir, we're just taking the idea that there have had some comments from the community to try to help us with this, and we're trying to take those comments and use them constructively, and that was one of the suggestions that came up frequently, and so we decided to go that route at the last meeting. That gives us the opportunity to see You know, if somebody is flagrantly doing it, that's a different story altogether. But for somebody who just accidentally gets a little
Right.
close, then that'll help us.
At this point, I say we try anything.
That's what?
I say at this point, I say we try anything.
We had, the last go around, we had a discussion about possibly making them shorter. Have we tried that?
They
We
will.
haven't done anything since you
Okay.
brought that up. We were prepared then to shorten them, cut them off and shorten them then. All we've done so far, till we met,
A week ago.
is we've actually picked them all up. We had a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, someone told me, Vince, I hadn't been down there, they said, what happened to all the delineators? And I said, well, they took them up, I guess.
Just in the process.
Okay.
We may not get them all put up one day or something
Oh,
like that.
I understand that
We'll
too, there's a lot of work there. a lot of places to
Try to
go.
work those in,
And
an hour or two here and there, whatever as we can.
I got a question for Mr. Carter. I seen they was replacing some concrete there on the corner of Vargas and College. They're gonna go ahead and replace the college too?
No, just Gargus on the other side, they'll get to it. With a short week, they're actually working the two other locations, they were working 3 locations, but they're gonna work this.
I was just hoping, I was just trying.
We've actually looked at College with some other people,
I
and
know there's no drainage.
there's no drainage, but we feel like we have improved it greatly on the west side down there with the work we've done. But we're looking at another approach to the waving down through there too, if we can get the same thing done on the east side, at least part of the way down through there. So we'll probably, at this point, we'll probably wait till spring, because we'll have to move some yard sprinklers, and instead of tearing it up and having raw dirt, during the winter and stuff like that, so.
Sounds like plenty.
We are looking at another option possibly on that down through there.
There's no shortage of projects for this
I got
department.
that. I was on the
There's
street
no-
committee.
Yeah, that's right, you were, and so you know. There's a lot of projects ahead of us.
That is on the burner. I didn't say which.
It'd be way
I was on the
back.
committee and I couldn't get it fixed, so.
Burner's not even on yet, but it's on the burner.
I was went out on that one.
Bunsen
If
burner.
nothing else, we need to close this meeting. and
Bunsen
go
burner
to-
to high school.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.